So right before this video starts, I just want to thank you so much for the support on my channel. It's been fucking crazy, man. We got to like 300 in under like 5-7 months. That's nuts. I didn't even expect to hit 100 this year. So yeah, thank you so much for the positive support, and the comments, the likes, and just subscribing. Honestly, I appreciate that. So yeah, let's start this video. So I'm back at it again with bitching about YouTube. I did a video about this like a couple months back, and I want to do like a full more in-depth video about this because with the recent announcement of removing the dislike button, honestly pissed me off so much, and the reasoning is actually horrible. And I don't want to be a negative Nelly this entire video, so I'm gonna give YouTube, or I'll help YouTube watch this video, or I'm just gonna lay out all the problems I found with YouTube or I have currently with, and offer some solutions. So one problem I noticed, this one's more of a mundane, but could turn into a bigger problem later on in the future YouTube. I mean, hell, we've already had some pretty bad occurrences. But I really do think they're doing a good job handling this now. But I've had a lot of bot accounts come to my videos, other people's videos. I noticed more so the big YouTubers, there's a lot more. And the best solution I can think of for this is honestly just enforcing more people or bots to detect, well, these bots commenting on videos that are promoting like scam websites, illegal websites, and kind of just everything bad that could be linked with this, that could collect your information, could ask for your bank information, and so on. So a bigger problem with YouTube is honestly them just not doing their job, like, well, removing these bot accounts, false terminations, which I'll talk about like right after the segment, and just stupid decisions that just lead to dumb stuff, like back in 2017 with Ad Crisis and many other like false DMCA claims. Another thing I still don't get is how they didn't take down Minilad for being a pedophile, even though EDP was, with proof, and both of them admitting it, but one getting terminated and one not. What the fuck?
That's some bullshit.
Had to cut her off, it was painless.
Holy shit, I still get pissed off about this. So another commentary channel by the name of 8 Thoughts did a commentary video about this streamer named Nick Merckx. I don't really like that guy, honestly. But he made fun of his thumbnails, and Nick Merckx bitched about it to YouTube and to his Twitch viewers and got his channel terminated because of that. And it wasn't harassment, this was just a person giving their take because they thought their thumbnail was dog shit. Now imagine getting terminated because you gave an opinion about someone's thumbnail. How retarded is that? Now it's not all bad with YouTube. They did terminate EDP when he was exposed for being attracted to embryos and removing horrible content like JStation. But this does not outweigh the bullshit that is false termination and strikes. Especially when it came to Moist Critical and Markiplier that got strikes because they supposedly promoted violence by reacting to a video of, like, I don't know, mascots beating up this guy that was...
Imagine SpongeBob, Mickey Mouse, Scrat from Ice Age, and some purple bunny that I'm not familiar with, all ganging up on some unsuspecting Russian guy and beating him up in the middle of the road.
That was fake anyway.
Show me fake love, it was shameless. I shouldn't.
Okay, by far YouTube's dumbest decision this year is removing the dislike button. I don't know why. I mean, I know why they're doing this is because they stopped, like, channel dislike bombings, even though, like, look, I understand that this is a very difficult thing to fix, and really I don't think it's fixable whatsoever, and it is a bit of a big problem when it comes to channels, especially if they don't deserve all the dislike bombs. But removing the dislike button in general just doesn't, like, it's just such a shit decision, because when we use dislike buttons, we can see if the video is actually good or not, especially if it's, like, a review of a product. Or if you have shit takes about video games like Dreamcast Guy.
Apparently, groups of viewers are targeting a video's dislike button to drive up the count, turning it into something like a game with a visible scoreboard. Common question, is this because YouTube Rewind got lots of dislikes? No.
Okay, come on now, that's some bullshit. How are you gonna deny the fact that this is like a game with a scoreboard, but then say it has nothing to do with that? Like, come on, that's some bullshit. I'm going to briefly mention this because I already did a video about talking about the dislike button, but I think this is completely and utterly redundant. And you saying that dislike bombs take away the creator's voice, because obviously it's dislike bombing them, then isn't taking away the dislike button still taking away people's voices, considering you are aware that the dislike button is to dictate whether a video is good or not? Do you not see you're, like, problem here. Anyway, I go way more in depth with this section of the video if you want to check that out with my actual reaction video to this video, the video I'm talking about currently, about the dislike button and the whole situation. Then that's going to be in the annotation of this video and in the link description. This is by far the biggest problem that I see with YouTube is its lack of communication. They've gotten really good with it, honestly, but it's a really slow process, and there's still a lot of stuff they gotta work on. But it's still a big problem, and something I really hate is seeing creators getting their channels falsely terminated, much like 8 Thoughts. And just seeing creators on Twitter complaining to YouTube. Instead of having them dealing with it privately, they have to have their fans spam YouTube so they get their attention, so they get their problem fixed. It's actually stupid. Now that I've addressed, in my opinion, at least relevant problems currently, I'm going to offer some solutions. So one solution when it comes to the Twitter thing, have a dedicated number, like a number to text or something. Obviously, share it privately with creators so they don't get just trolled and spammed by random people. Or have a dedicated response team in YouTube to settle the solution nice and easily. And I know I mentioned earlier that YouTube's getting good with the communication, but they really need to heavily focus on that, because I honestly think having a strong communication and relationship with YouTube and everyone that's on it, like their community, could have a much better benefit with the YouTube's community guidelines and just YouTube as a whole. And another thing to develop better rules and nothing stupid like removing the dislike button is have select few creators that are suggested by the community, so they can help come up with better rules. I kind of suggest like Scare Someoneary Gamers, and more so just have a team of creators to help develop proper rules and community guidelines, because honestly YouTube can't do it by themselves, because if they think removing the dislike button can help with dislike bombs and people just trolling is honestly stupid. And for the love of God, please listen to your community more. Like with the select few creators like Mr. Beast, Someoneary Gamers, and just Cavos and stuff like that. They have such good takes, but they don't listen because they say they give creators voices, but they don't. They don't even bother to listen to them. So yeah, just develop a good team of YouTubers that could help you develop better rules and have more clear community guidelines, because sometimes they just don't even, like, it's like with Fortnite and their epic games with very unclear rules and changes and shit like that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and peace out.
I can take you anywhere, I could take you home. I just wanna be there so you never feel alone. I know how it feels to be lost inside this world.